That position that I lost meant so much to me.
For Sean Hartley, the past few days have left her feeling, as she puts it, not quite devastated.
But pretty close to devastated.
As Hartley was among those laid off last week from her job at the Richmond IRS office, part of a larger series of cuts to the federal workforce by President Donald Trump's administration. Hartley says she agrees cuts could be found, but it's being done wrong. Large sweeps impacting workers on the lowest rungs who make the least but do important work. Meanwhile, Monday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin announced the launch of 2 websites to help people affected by the cuts. He says Virginia has 250,000 open jobs and adds, while he feels for those impacted, he supports what's being done.
We need to press forward and drive efficiencies in our federal government. And as a result of driving those efficiencies, I do expect that some Virginians will lose their jobs. And that's why it's so important that we provide alternative opportunities for them.
The first website has links for those laid off on how to get unemployment, health insurance, and improve or get new job skills. The second, called Virginia Has Jobs, is a job listing portal broken up into regions in private and public sector with direct links to major employers.
We have got a pathway to a great career right here in the Commonwealth, and we are ready to help you along that pathway.
I think we're basically, rearranging the chairs on the Titanic. We're asking people to accept this and deal with the aftermath of this damage.
But Democratic House Speaker Don Scott says the governor's plan lacks empathy, and this is a preventable crisis.
Nobody wants government waste. Freeze it, as opposed to coming through with this sledgehammer approach when they could easily use a scalpel.
Meanwhile, Hartley says she's already filled out the information on the websites, but is waiting to see how many people it can truly help.
Until I see that there are enough good paying jobs for all of the people who have lost their jobs, I'm going to remain skeptical.
In terms of what other support she'd like to see, better unemployment insurance, saying even if she qualifies for the maximum of $378 a week, it won't cover much.
Can't eat, can't drive to a job interview, can't do anything else. That just pays the rent.
Now, lawmakers did pass legislation for unemployment benefit increases this past session, and it awaits action from Governor Youngkin. And again, Scott reiterated his claim that lawmakers will likely be back at the state capitol for a special session on ways to mitigate the impact of these cuts. At the state capitol, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.